Good evening. After much discussion and planning over the last year, the transition of the 5th grade to the district's 3 middle schools was completed with the start of the new school year. Tonight we are delighted to be joined by a group of 5th grade students and their families. These students have written short essays about their experiences moving from elementary school to middle school, which they will now share with us.
Hi, my name is Peyton Tierney. I am 10 years old and a 5th grade student at Carl Sandburg Middle School. Tonight I would like to talk to you about my experience with our lockers and how they keep me organized. It's easy to be organized as long as students follow a few easy tips. All you have to do is keep the spine of your books and binders facing out. Write the subject on the spine of the book or binder so you know what you're grabbing. Being able to grab my supplies quickly during locker break is very easy to do. In order to help me to prepare for each class, I keep a schedule of my classes with all of the supplies I need written on a piece of paper, which I tape to the inside of my locker door. Learning how to use and remember my locker combination wasn't hard either. I had to practice a few times, but it didn't take me long at all. Also, there were lots of teachers in the hall the first week to help us. Some advice I would give to the future 5th graders is not to be worried about being in the same school as 8th graders. You hardly ever see them and they won't bother you. Also, don't be intimidated about going to Carl Sandburg. Consider it a new adventure. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Andre, and I'm a student at Pequessing Middle School. I am glad to be a part of the Pequessing community. I am here to tell you my experience so far at Pequessing. First, I'll start off with saying how excited I am to have an iPad as a learning experience. I feel the iPads will be helping us keep up with our assignments and productivity. Another thing I want to talk about is what clubs and activities we have a choice for. One is the intramural football. I think if you are good with running and upper body strength, also if you are willing to put hard work and actually put time into it, you are perfect for the team. The second sport is soccer. If you are good with running and using your feet and also have good will and hard work, soccer is good for you. The third one is band. In band, if you take your time and are willing to practice, band is for you. If you like the saxophone, trumpet, baritone, French horn, or anything else, then band is definitely for you. Band is my favorite. I play the saxophone. The last but not least is the orchestra. Again, if you have the will to practice at school or at home, and you like the cello, violin, viola, or anything else, then orchestra is for you. The last thing I would like to talk about is the subjects and specials. There are 5 subjects: social studies, science, math, reading, and writing. My personal favorite is math. The reason why I like math is to challenge my mind and get better and quicker at solving math problems. Now the specials. There are 5 specials: music, STEM, physical education, keyboarding, and last but not least, art. My personal favorite is physical education because I love to exercise and the fun activities. Also, if I were still at Furtherbar Elementary School, I would not be having this great experience. This is my experience so far at Pequessing, a great place to learn.
Hi, and good evening. My name is Jacqueline Ozarezik, and this is my first year in middle school as a 5th grader. So far, my experience is awesome. But the first day, I was a little scared. But as the day went by, I wasn't scared at all. I was totally confident. When 1 week went by, I already met 20 new friends. It also was a fun experience to meet all of my teachers. For the kids coming in next year as a 5th grader, don't be scared at all. It's really fun experience to be a 5th grader in middle school and to meet all your teachers and kids in your class. One thing I bet is that everyone new you meet is going to be nice. Some activities and specials are phys ed, music, art, keyboarding, and STEM. Those were specials. Now here are some groups and activities. They are chorus, intramurals, dances, and no place for hate. If you would like to join or go to them, you have the opportunity to try them all. Sincerely, Jacqueline Ozarezik.
Hi, my name is Teddy Duffel and I'm from Maple Point Middle School. Today I'll answer some questions of my experiences at middle school. As you all know, I'm in 5th grade and all this is very new for me and my colleagues. My day begins with me getting driven to school by my neighbor. Then we would wait in the cafeteria with my friends until we would get dismissed. After we get dismissed, we go to our first period class and then we sit down and take attendance and start our first period. I think it is a good idea to do that because it would be similar to elementary school. Then we would go to our second period class. Then we go to our extended locker break, and in my personal opinion, I like that we have snacks, but the whole locker situation can be a bit unnecessary since we keep most needed items in our desks. Wynn has been extremely helpful with getting homework done while at school. My advice to next year's 5th grade students are that it is very different than elementary school, but it is fun to learn new things and feel good about accomplishing middle school stuff. I know a lot of people were worried about our success in middle school this year, but I feel that a lot of great students and I feel happy that my parents are confident and we can do here and that our teachers really care about us. Thank you. Are there any questions?
Good evening. My name is Emily Swizer, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about what it's like being a 5th grader at Carl Sandburg Middle School. On the first day of school, I was super nervous. As I was getting ready, the knots in my stomach grew tighter, and I got more and more nervous. But I was really excited to meet new people and learn new things. On the first day, the 5th graders went on a scavenger hunt to see what the school looks like and where all of our classes were. As the day went on, I felt more and more comfortable. At lunch, I met Mr. Durant, who made me feel like I really belonged in this school. I look forward to seeing him every day. All the teachers and staff made all my anxieties go away. As the day went on, I fell more and more in love with this school, and I almost didn't want to leave. But I couldn't wait to tell my parents about the wonderful day I had and thank them for sending me to such a fantastic school. I couldn't wait to come back the next day, and believe me, I've never said that before. My favorite subject so far is science with Mr. Lycon. He always does cool experiments, and with his positive attitude and funny jokes, he is definitely my favorite teacher. My favorite special would have to be gym. All the teachers make gym so much fun with the teamwork games, and I look forward to swimming in the pool when it's ready. I hope you'll understand that my experience as a 5th grader at Carl Sandburg Middle School has been nothing but spectacular. I look forward to all positive experiences with Neshaminy School District. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Zachary Souders. 5th grade has now moved into the middle school. On a usual day, I get the bus and head to school. I sit closest to the front near the bus driver. When I get off the bus and go through the front doors, I sit in the cafeteria with my friends and hang out until the first bell. We can also go play basketball in the gym, go to the library, or go to a class for extra help. When the bell rings, I go to my locker and get my stuff for first and second period. Some people may need help with their lock on their locker the first few times. This happened the first week. I was able to help someone in my hallway with their lock during the first week. At the end of the day, you go to win period. That period is for whatever I need period. Then when the first bell rings, when the final bell rings, you go to your locker and get whatever you need for homework or studying. Then you go out the front doors and the buses are there, cars for car riders, and the walkers can walk home. If you are staying after school for a club or intramural, you would go to that now. I stay after for flag football now, and I really like it. I am still taking drum lessons to join the band and working with the chorus because I want to make it into select choir. Also, I can't wait to get my iPad. I'd like to tell next year's incoming students to be excited for all the great stuff we can do in middle school. We get 4 years of fun, and we learn stuff too. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ava Bihar, and I'm going to tell you about my Maple Point experience in 5th grade. I'm not going to lie, it was scary at first, but I got used to Maple Point. We were all excited about lockers. On a typical day in Maple Point, we have our first 2 classes, then snack, then our next 2 classes, and then lunch. After lunch, we have Spanish, and after Spanish, we have special, and after that, we have WIN. When next year's 5th graders come, I would like to say it's not scary as it seems. I just think of it as a big kid elementary school. Maple Point might seem large at first, but in about a month you'll remember where everything is. Middle school is different from elementary school because we had recess, but now we have lockers. We had 1 teacher, and now we have multiple teachers. As you can see, middle school is different than elementary school. But middle school isn't all that bad. That's all I can say so far on my middle school experience.
I know it can be really tough to see your kids going off to middle school. I think it was tough for my parents too. Everything can be nerve-wracking for parents and even kids. I want to show you how being a middle schooler is just fine. So the first day of school, it was very scary and different to me. I went to middle school and saw the big hallway. We saw our own hallway as we come into the big hallway. Our hallway is near the music room. When we walk up our stairs, there was all of our lockers. It was tough to open them the first few days of school, but we got used to it. When we got into our classroom, there was our homeroom teacher with us. He introduced him to us, and we introduced to him. Our teachers were very welcoming to us. After that, we went to our second class. She introduced herself, and we told her our names and what we liked. She was also very welcoming. When we finished our first block, we went to snack. We all got to choose where we were sitting. I was really excited. After snack, we went back to our lockers to get our new block stuff. We did that, and then we switched again. After switching was done, we went to lunch. Their food is nice and warm. When lunch was finished, we go to specials. The specials are keyboarding, STEM, gym, art, and music. Everybody goes to different specials every day. We all love it. After specials, it is the end of the day. For the first couple days of school, we were left out early. We went to the cafeteria and waited. I hope this speech will show you that middle school isn't so bad after all. We have had so much fun so far. I have joined chorus, and I love being more independent and look forward to even more opportunities. I think the first day was the best day so far. That is what the first day was like.
Hi, I'm Andrew, and we are here tonight to talk about how we are adjusting to middle school. But what is school without friends? When I heard about 5th grade at the middle school, I was excited, until I found out that all but 2 of my really close friends were going to Maple Point. Then things started to go downhill. It was hard to be separated into the different middle schools. I had a numerous amount of friends at my elementary school, and when I was certainly going to miss them. This may have happened to a lot of us, but with time, things change. We can all find new friends, maybe even better friends. So making a big change could lead to a better future. There are many different ways to find friends, but the best way I know of is after-school activities. There are a lot of after-school activities at Sandburg, like fitness club, pickleball, swimming, chorus, band, orchestra, flag football, or indoor intramural soccer. I joined pickleball and band and was fortunate enough to make select choir. I've already met new people and made new friends. Joining a club or after-school activity is a great way to get together and find others who do what you like. Even if you are scared or nervous, it wouldn't hurt to give it a try. So I urge 5th graders to join a club and get involved because you never know who you might meet or how much fun you might have. I hope everyone finds a way to find a new friend or get involved in a club or team as a 5th grader at Carl Sandburg. Thank you.
Hi, my name is McKenna Hawes, and I'm a 5th grade student at Carl Sandburg. The question I was asked was, how is middle school the same or different from what I expected? I'm going to answer that question by talking about the differences I experienced. The first thing that hit me was the amount of students I see in school and changing classes during specials. It felt a little overwhelming at first, but then you get used to it. I have a little more homework every night, and that can be challenging, but I'm getting better at managing that too. My parents say it's good for me. I had so many great experiences at Walter Miller with some of the best teachers that I'll always remember. It felt like family, and I can only hope that Sandburg offers me the same fun and friendly school environment that I had during my first 5 years at Walter Miller. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Matthew Muleg and I go to Maple Point Middle School. Middle school is fun because I'm able to meet different kids from different schools and make new friendships. My favorite subject is science and social studies with Mr. Sarch because he's very funny. My favorite special is phys ed with all the teachers because we get to do many activities. The club I am currently in now is intramurals because I get to play all kinds of different sports. Maple Point is a great place to be. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Toby Kovich, and I'm a 5th grader at Maple Point. My team is H, my teachers are amazing. One of the things I really like about the 5th grade being in the middle school is that we get to be more responsible with our stuff like lockers. Another thing I really like about being in the middle school is that we get to switch from class to class. From the first day of school on, my teachers have been helping me and my classmates to get comfortable with the schedule and lockers. I'm glad I'm in the middle school because it gives me lots of things to do. Middle school is way better than I expected. I thought we would be crammed with the 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, but I barely even see the other grades. Another thing I expected that I was wrong about is I thought I would forget so much stuff like locker codes, books, and homework. Luckily, my amazing teachers helped me go through it all. Also, it is great that they have so many clubs, but I mostly can't wait to play for the 7th grade soccer and baseball teams. So right now, I enjoy watching my brother's 7th grade soccer games after school. What I would tell next year's students is you won't get it at first, but as the first 2 days go by, you will understand. Also, I would tell them that they will make so many new friends you wouldn't even meet in elementary school. And the teachers are so great, and you will learn so much stuff. I really love being at Maple Point, and I can't wait for the rest of the year. Thank you.
Good evening, Neshaminy School Board. My name is Nevaeh Morgan. I'm a 5th grader at Pequessing Middle School. This evening, I am here to discuss some important information about my recent transition to middle school. This is what our schedule is like. We arrive to school and either go to the gym to play basketball or go to the cafeteria to socialize and buy breakfast. I usually go to the cafeteria because I get to see all of my friends. Next is our bells. We go upstairs and have a locker break and block 1 of social studies, science, and math. My favorite subject is probably science. Last week, my friend and I got to experiment and make humdingers. I liked to mess around and make projects with different things. Next, we have snack. Snack is a 20-minute break where we can hang out with our friends and eat snack. In the cafeteria, if we don't have one, we can buy one. Next, we have block 2. That usually consists of reading, writing, and Spanish. I really like Spanish, but I thought we learned that until 8th grade. Then we have lunch. Lunch is basically the same thing as snack, except there's a soup of the day. Every day, I really like that. After, we have the specials. Specials vary to day-to-day basis, and then we have WIN. And that is the end of our school day. The next thing I want to talk about is how middle school and elementary school is the same and different. It's different in many ways. 1, lockers. Lockers are really neat because it is one of the things we get to make it our own. It's our own space, and we can even decorate it inside. In my locker, I have a mirror, a dry erase board, a shelf, and removable decals. In Pequesting, students can decorate their lockers of a friend when it's their birthday. 2. Swimming. Swimming is fun because, we get to swim. Some classes like mine started swimming already. 3. We don't have recess anymore. Being in middle school, when our iPads arrive, we may be able to play games with our friends or on warm days go outside. But there are a lot of things I want to talk about, but we'd probably be here all night. It was a pleasure speaking in front of you. Have a nice evening.